Welcome to the Internet Homies podcast, a podcast where homies who met on the internet get together and talk about life. I'm Sarah.
I'm Desi.
And I'm Kailey. And to start today's episode, we're going to talk about how we all met and how we started gaming. So, Sarah, all three of us met on Twitch in the mutual stream chat. We started talking on Instagram and started gaming together, and we became super close. It's been over a year and a half now, and here we're starting a podcast together. You want to tell us how you personally got into gaming?
So I started gaming, I want to say like around 7 or 8 when I want to say like the Super Nintendo came out, but I was poor. So my mom ended up buying an actual Nintendo in a yard sale, and that's how I started gaming. So pretty much with just like Super Mario and Duck Hunt. And then slowly I moved on to Super Nintendo, from there N64, then the PS, and then the PS2, obviously PS3, and now I'm at PS4. Um, but I didn't really online game until I was in my 20s when I started playing World of Warcraft. I was stuck on that game for years. And I would literally like play every single day. How did you start, Desi?
I also started when I was very young. I want to say like 5 or 6. My parents had an N64, so I would play things like Mario Kart, and when the Mario Party games came out, those were my favorite. My brothers gamed more than I did, and I actually started gaming to like be able to hang out with them and look cool because that's all they would do all day long was game. And then we had a GameCube, to PlayStation, and then I had Xbox 360, and then PS3, PS4, and then I actually switched to PC about, I don't know, 2.5 years ago. So I mean, I've been gaming my entire life. I wouldn't say that I was like fully into gaming until actually, yeah, my 20s, just like you. When I started playing Call of Duty. Um, that's became my favorite game. Online gaming wasn't really a thing back in the day, you know? So that wasn't till later on in life either. But I want to thank my brothers for that. Like, they actually got me into gaming, and I'm so happy they did because look where I'm at now. But yeah, Kaylee, how about you?
Actually, I have always been like the bit of a gamer too. I remember starting on like my Elite Pad when I was like young and playing some games on there with my sister. But I was never like an avid gamer or anything. Kind of like you were. I would say what also kind of like really got me into it were my cousins. My cousins used to play Call of Duty, and there's a day that we were hanging out with them, and I asked if I could join, and they let me join. And obviously, it was absolutely terrible because I'm like 6, but um, it was a good experience, and I really enjoyed it. And so then I've actually gotten a little bit more into gaming in the recent years, and I would say honestly, COVID was probably a reason I really got into it, and discovering some of other gaming tools and things like that. Um, and I started. I asked for an Xbox for Christmas, and that was kind of like the kickstart to playing like um Xbox games, and then discovered Xbox Live and like online gaming. I can game with friends. And it just kind of really made me want to kind of like really get into it. Sarah, did you have a favorite game growing up?
Oh man. So growing up, on the Nintendo 64, GoldenEye, that was my jam.
Yes.
And then for Super Nintendo, it had to be Mortal Kombat. The PS1, I want to say like Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if people remember that, but yeah, that one.
Love
Yes, I know what that
love
is.
Uh,
Crash.
for PS2, then I got hooked on Ratchet and Clank. So I played like all of the Ratchet and Clanks. Um, in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat has been like my jam regardless of the system. I have it in my Switch right now. Um, And PS3, Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I got hooked. My favorite Call of Duty is gonna be Modern Warfare 2. That's the best one, hands down. I fucking love it.
Agreed.
Um, so when the pandemic hit, like they're like, "Oh yeah, Warzone," and I was like, "Oh, what is this? It's Call of Duty. Let's see," and I got hooked, and that's how it just spiraled from there. What about you, Desi?
I'm actually glad you brought up the Warzone because it was March of 2020 that they were like, yeah, we're shutting everything down. And so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be working from home. It's a perfect time to fuck around and like play games all day, right? So I went to GameStop and I was looking around and I found that a new Call of Duty had just come out the year prior, and Warzone had just dropped like a week or so before the pandemic hit. I think it was March of that year, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try. So I bought that game, and dude, I have been playing that literally every day since then. Um, that is my favorite game right now. But when I was a kid, GoldenEye was one of my favorites. My brothers and I would like fuck shit up on that game. Um, Tarkov, the old game back in the day.
Tarkov. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. And then like The Simpsons Hit and Run on the GameCube was one that I remember playing so
God, I forgot.
prominently. Like that was one of my favorite games. And then actually I did lie a little bit. I actually played Modern Warfare 3 in high school when I was about 16. That was the first Call of Duty I played
Mhm.
online. I am going to die on the hill and say that that's the best Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3. MW2 is fantastic, but Modern Warfare 3 is probably my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. Kaylee, did you have a favorite?
Oh gosh. I mean, there's been so many. It depends on if you want me to go back into the lead pad days or, going back into the Xbox days. I had like
Absolutely.
this I had this one game on a lead pad, and it was like this alphabet game. I was like in the car on a road trip, and it was literally just like packaging letters or something. And it was like literally that was the shit. I swear to you, it was like the best game I've ever played in my life. I remember having this like SpongeBob SquarePants game on the Game Boy too. That was like my favorite game. But I would say for my Xbox, it would be Warzone, obviously with you guys, and a little bit of Minecraft because I actually had a guy gift that to me, so I can play for free. So I've never paid for anything for Minecraft, and so therefore it automatically makes it better.
Nice. I wasn't able to ever get into Minecraft. I tried because that was my brother's favorite game. Um, he had his own world or whatever the hell you do in that game. I really don't know. I really tried to
Yeah,
get
it's
into it.
worlds. You can do like a creative world or like a survival
Yeah.
mode.
I tried, but I just could not. I mean, to each their own. It looks like a blast. People have fun in that shit, but I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Oh, I got you. I'll help you.
I mean, I can try it
Yeah.
again if you want, but it
Let's
just
do it.
um but yeah, when did you start playing Warzone, Kaylee? Because it seems like Sarah and I started playing literally like right when it came out. Like I would say at the beginning of the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Honestly, it was kind of the reason how I first started discovering the Twitch, and Twitch was a thing. I don't remember what I was watching, but it was an ad, and this ad popped up for Twitch. And it was like game chat, streaming, whatever. And I clicked on it, and I made an account, and I immediately felt like the first channel I saw was this guy gamer, and so I immediately hopped in. I was like, all right, so this is it. We're gonna get into this. And he was playing Call of Duty, and I had the game, but I hadn't really like gotten into it at all. And then I was getting to know him and watching his streams, and then he was like, why don't you can play? And I was like, okay. And this was like when Verdansk was still a thing. God, I miss Verdansk. And
Best map
we
we've ever
literally
had.
I know.
right this guy was like a kill race machine. Like he would team up with a duo or a quad and just like destroy the lobby. And I became his mod, and so I was like having so much fun in there, and I wanted to be a part of it. And then from there, I started discovering other streams on Twitch and kind of expanded my horizons. And then we kind of met you guys. So I mean, Sarah, your Twitch journey, how's it been?
I okay. So the first year of the pandemic, I actually did not this like I didn't even know Twitch existed. I just gamed with all my friends from like either work or childhood or whatever. Like we would just team up and fucking destroy it on Warzone or
Same.
multiplayer, you know? And then I want to say like around December of 2020 is when I started discovering Twitch and like, you know, people there and what you could do. And like, I was there mainly to like support a friend. And somehow they all convinced me to start streaming. And that's how I started. I typically don't put myself out there like that, but because they literally had two different Discord channels of people uh to pretty much tell me to start streaming, I just did it to kind of like, you know, shut them up because whatever. But now I absolutely love it. I feel like I've made some fucking amazing friends, especially you two. Like you guys are like my best friends. I talk to you on like a daily basis. And if I don't hear from you, both of you, I fucking panic, okay?
Absolutely.
So
And
like you know, it's amazing, and it's amazing to feel that you can help someone out by just fucking making them laugh, just
Yeah.
fucking, you
I
know, just
agree.
fucking make them laugh. And whatever the fuck they were going through, they're like, you know what, for a second there I forgot about it and I was having a good time. Like it just, to help others, it's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
And thank God you do stream. I mean, it's one of those things where you stream almost every day when you can, and it's very entertaining. It's something that people can look forward to. I mean, as you see, active chat always, and it's remarkable to me. But I I was gonna say we all dabble in Twitch a little bit. You kind of talked about that. I streamed for a little bit. I stream here and there. I kind of fell off. Not like people don't watch me, but I personally fell off. I stopped streaming, but kind of like you, I didn't know Twitch was a thing either. Um, I was just playing with like my friends and stuff during the pandemic because everyone was at home. So that's literally what I did 24/7, except when I was sleeping, was I was on Warzone. Like that was all I did every single day, every day. Because I lived by myself at the beginning of the pandemic for a few months before my wife moved in with me. Um, so that literally consumed my everyday. But then my brother mentioned to me that he was streaming on Twitch. I think this was in like September or October of 2020. So I literally downloaded it just to like give him support. And then he was like, "You know what? You play every day, like you should stream." Like, and he actually bought me a PC for Christmas. So I had gotten a PC at the end of 2020, and he was like, "I'm going to send you a camera, like you should start streaming. I think people would be really interested in that." And so I did. I started streaming in January of 2021. I did it consistently for a few months, and then I mean, you know, life happens. I couldn't stream anymore, but that's how I met, you know, my friends, and I ended up um, going into other people's streams and meeting people, you know, was through Twitch. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise finding this random website.
It is. It really
Okay, so
is.
I'm messaging your brother and I'm asking him to send me a PC too with a camera.
I know he was crazy, dude. He wouldn't tell me how much it cost. He literally told me, he was like, "I'm sick of having to play with you on console. I'm sending you a PC and you're gonna play on PC." And I
All
was like,
right,
"But
so
I was afraid to learn keyboard and mouse, but I'm
Oh, it's,
I think I'm pretty killer at it now,
yeah, no, you're amazing, dude. And
as I
fucking
have a
keyboard and
.8
mouse,
KD."
whatever
all
you
right.
hate.
So I want him to get sick of playing with me on console too. I'm gonna want him to get me a PC.
um, Kailey, how did you start streaming?
I it was kind of after I started discovering Twitch and also kind of like that March of 2020. And after I started getting to know people, I met some like really, really cool people. And they, kind of like Sarah were starting to convince me and they're like, "Hey, you should stream." And I like doing it and I was like, "Oh, hey, I can meet new people and I can also, support other people." And I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna do this." So I kind of got into it, but I didn't have a camera right away. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to start streaming on the Twitch app on console. It was literally the hardest thing for me. But once I got that, I was good to go. And then I got a laptop and I was kind of like, "Ooh, so I can stream from there and people can actually see me now." So then the new problem became showing my face. And that was a really big kind of uncomfortable uh, blockade that I was able to get over. And I asked like one of my girls that I had, met before you guys. I was like, "Hey, I want to do this. Can you be in here to, be by my side when I start showing my face?" And she's like, "Oh, absolutely, I'm there." And her and I are still friends to this day. But having, that kind of support, things, and honestly, streaming like that on Twitch was kind of what led me to you guys too. And so for that, I'll, forever be thankful for Twitch. But they can stop taking away, half of my cut from subs, man. What the heck?
I didn't start streaming with a cam at first either. I think I was without one. It was short lived, but it was like a month. I made affiliate that way. I mean, it's nice to know that some people don't care about that immediately. Like there are people
Yeah,
out there that are interested in getting to know you for you. Like Sarah, you're killing it. Like you don't stream with a
absolutely.
cam. You know what I mean? And
No,
people show up every day, and you're one of the most entertaining streamers I watch. I'm not just saying that because we're friends, but like you actually are. So I
no,
mean,
I agree.
I'm all for no cam. Like there are some very popular streamers out there that don't stream with cams and they're, but
I mean, the reason why I don't have a cam, first of all, like I literally am playing on my couch in my living room. So to me, like I'm not going to put my whole like fucking body there like fucking showing off like what I don't have. So that's one of the reasons why like cuz like all these other people that I see on camera like they have like their desk, they have like this cute little setup and shit. Like my living room has toys everywhere like just no, it's not going to happen, but I feel that also not having a cam like actually helps me connect with people in a different way where they actually are there for the vibes. It's not because I'm showing off cleavage or my eyes are pretty or whatever the fuck the reason can be. It's literally because they want to be there and talk to me as a person, as a friend, um which is nice. It really is nice.
exactly. And that's what I was saying. It's awesome to know that there are people out there that would love to get to know a streamer for who they are instead of what they look like. I mean, that's a whole topic on its own, but we won't get into that now, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, honestly, girl, the way to do it is to just stay on your couch and don't have a cam because I used to like game on my beanbag chair and I had so much support there. And now I sit on the floor and I pull an ottoman over and I set my setup there. I don't have a desk or anything. And it is like the most uncomfortable thing in the world. Like, my tailbone at the end of the stream, I'm like literally crawling up the stairs to find an ice pack because I'm just there for so long. It's literally ridiculous. But like, Desi, you have like a whole desk and setup, right?
The dedication you have is unreal. I do only because my brother had sent me that PC. I also don't
Oh,
think I would have started streaming had I not had a PC. It just wasn't like gonna be easy for me. Um, but yeah, so he sent me the PC, so that obviously is like the first thing you need to start PC streaming, like with a PC setup. Um, so step one done. I didn't even have to pay for any of it. So
Rude.
I got lucky there. Like a lot, they're expensive and people can't afford them. And I think gaming on console is fantastic. Like most people do it. Like a lot of people play on console. You know what I mean? Um, but then yeah, he recommended a camera and it was fairly cheap. Like once I started, and so I got that, and then I just started adding to it slowly. I made sure that nothing was super expensive. I was also an avid gamer. I gamed every day, so updating my setup was for me as well. It made
true.
it more comfortable for me. I got a gaming chair, I got a desk that was nice for me, you know what I mean? I got
Mhm.
like those colorful lights for the background so that way it was more interesting to watch because it was just my bedroom. So just having color in the background was nice as well, I thought, for people who were like watching. Um,
It's
but
true,
yeah,
like,
it
it
was
looks
just
nice.
All right,
not
so
so much now. It's different, but when I was streaming avidly, yeah, it was for sure.
So when you hear noise at 3 a.m. in your gaming room, it is just me stealing your stuff. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. I'm not gonna
Don't
return it, but you're not getting kidnapped. I promise. I'm just stealing your stuff.
don't mind me. I'm gonna put 6 deadbolts on the front door. All right. So I think we should segue into a different topic. I've got a list of hot takes here that I want you guys to give me your opinions on.
Okay.
All right. So the first one I have here is: does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Oh, well,
Yes.
I I absolutely agree that it does. Kaylee, can you
No.
please explain?
No. Okay. So here, first of all, let me explain by saying I have had it on pizza before, and I've had it off of pizza before. So before I even give my opinion, I have tried it both ways. All right. So when it is on pizza, I feel like it's just like so sweet, and pizza's supposed to be like a savory thing. I don't I like sweet and savory together, but I don't like the messing up the pizza with the sweet. And I feel like the pineapple is just so juicy too that it makes it so soggy. And I don't like that it makes the pizza really soggy. And I prefer, that crisp, fluffy crust. And
There's
I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. Tell me
there's
why you like
nothing
it.
there's nothing I enjoy more than a hot, juicy piece of pineapple on a pizza. I can't
Ew,
explain it
no.
to you, but it is so good, and I'm gonna
No.
go completely opposite of you and say that that's the reason I like it, because it's a sweet and salty combination. My favorite thing is the sweet and salty combo, and that is like perfect. It's sweet, it's savory, it's perfect. It's one of my favorite toppings, to be honest with you. I would choose pineapple over most toppings on pizza, like in general.
I like it. Um,
Just because I like
but
it.
because I like it, I love pineapple. I don't give a fuck. Like, it does belong on pizza. Fight me.
I
No,
do
it
think
doesn't.
so.
I'll fight you. I'll fight you IRL.
I will
Now,
throw hands to
I
defend.
don't
Just in the hands.
I don't agree that fruit belongs on everything savory. I am highly against fruit in salads, but on pizza, I'm okay with pineapple.
You
Yeah.
see, I like a little berry salad. Okay, so
Oh
Ew, no.
god.
you know what? See, your opinions on this pineapple pizza and my opinion on the salad. All right, it seems like they cancel each other out.
Okay, all right. So the second the second one I have, which is gonna cause some heat, um, is the statement that milk is disgusting.
It's not.
It's not.
Milk is gross.
You are wrong.
You're
I am
wrong.
not.
You're
No.
fucking
Milk
gross.
is gross.
You were totally
If
wrong.
milk in things is fine, milk in cereal is okay, but if you drink milk straight by itself, you deserve
Mm,
to go to jail.
It's
Prison.
so good.
Prison for
no.
life.
You know what? Cuff me and throw me in those bars. All right, it is so good.
I'm not visiting you during visitation time. You deserve to be in prison for the rest of your life.
Okay,
Wow.
Milk
you
by
know what?
itself is
That is
disgusting.
cruel.
That is horrible, dude. Like, milk is delicious.
It is. All right, listen. This I think you're having the wrong milk, okay? Because do you even know how the milk works?
Okay, Miss Wisconsin, here we go. Everybody
All
buckle
right,
in. We're getting a
I
lesson learned
got you.
today.
Got you. Okay, so non-fat milk is anything less than like 1% of fat in the milk. one
Hmm.
percent milk is 1% fat.
Hmm.
2% milk is about 2% fat,
I
and
will
then whole
say,
milk is anything above that 2% milk. That's why with non-fat and whole milk, if it can taste a little bit more watery than non-fat milk, or it might taste a little less fatty with the whole milk, is because they don't have like actual percentages. It's just kind of less and more from the both ends. So I drink 2% milk, and I used to drink non-fat, and I got so sick of that watery taste. So I'll give you that one. Non-fat milk is gross, but 2% milk is so good.
I
It's
do
so
drink
good.
2% when I do have milk. Like, I'll put milk in cereal if it's available. I mean, so my wife, we drink almond milk usually, so we don't really ever have milk in the house, but if we do,
Almond
it's
milk isn't
2%.
even milk. It's almond
I know.
juice.
And I'll have it in cereal. I actually do get 2% in my coffee too when I order coffee. So like in stuff it's okay. Like I'm not hating on that. But like if you just pour some milk into a glass straight and drink it like that, dude, like when people say, "Oh, me and my family just are drinking milk with dinner," I can't fucks with that.
That's what I do. That's literally me.
and you know
I do
what?
that. I just drink that glass of milk with dinner.
We'll just leave it at that then, because clearly we're gonna agree to disagree.
And you know what? You're gonna have to suffer and watch me do that. When we meet up, you're just gonna I'm gonna drink it right in front of your face.
I
All
love
right,
You're
milk,
just gonna have
so I
to
don't care.
watch me drink this milk straight up.
that's gonna be torture for me. Okay, I have another one. So I've heard this be debated. Um, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh,
I think it
I don't
is.
I don't
I
think
believe
so.
that a hot dog is a sandwich.
well, yeah, it could be like a sub sandwich,
Okay,
right?
yeah. hmm
I
I mean, I'm
mean,
thinking if you're putting something between two pieces of bread, because I mean, hear me out. The bun breaks to begin with, so you are stuck with two pieces of bread at the end of the fucking thing.
Mhm.
I think it's a
okay.
sandwich.
It is.
I believe it's a sandwich.
So do you think it's a sandwich though if no one puts any toppings on it? Like it's just a hot
Yes.
dog and the bread. I feel like it's still not like I feel like if
You,
you were to put like the toppings on it, right? Like relish, mustard, ketchup, whatever, like it could be a sandwich, but I feel like when it's just the
well,
dog and the bun, like I just feel like it's not a
Well,
sandwich.
have
there
you ever
Whatever.
are
had just
some.
ham just ham sandwich?
Yeah, I was gonna say there are some people out there that like pretty like
Oh,
plain
I've never
sandwiches, just meat and cheese.
mm,
So if you just have like a dog, which is meat, in between two
but
buns, I
there's no
mean,
cheese though.
that's
But
okay.
like you just said like meat and cheese, right?
Well,
But
my
there's no
brother
cheese. It's
doesn't
just
like
meat.
anything on his sandwiches. He literally just eats meat on bread. So
Yeah.
Okay, well your brother's
I
really
mean, it's
weird,
the same
okay?
thing. I agree.
Your brother's weird, but he also gives you free PC. So I mean, he gives and he gets,
That's
okay?
true.
But like that hot dog, okay, I feel like it can go both ways. I don't know. I feel like either way is correct, to be honest.
All
Okay, which
right.
one's the next one?
That's actually all I have. Did you guys have any other hot takes? Any unpopular opinions that you can think of
Unpopular opinions.
about
Desi's
anything?
brother needs to send me a PC too. What do we think?
That is a
Um,
very unpopular opinion.
yeah. Okay. Real tacos, like real street tacos or Taco Bell?
Real street tacos. That's not even a
Real street tacos.
question. Especially from being from California, girl.
Oh my
All right.
god.
Please.
Well, I
I'll
mean, I
admit.
have to ask because some people are like, "Oh, Taco Bell." Like, excuse me? Like, you're
I
just
mean,
offending me.
Taco Bell is good, but it's not.
Oh,
It's not Mexican food. It's. I mean, it's garbage. I love it. I think it's great, but it's garbage. Like it's not real Mexican food. It's the same way that they say like Chipotle. They call that like
oh
real
god,
Mexican food. No, it's not. It's
no.
really not.
No, I agree with you. I personally think Taco Bell is good too. I feel like, you're having that hangover cure, whatever,
Yes.
get yourself, a Baja Blast. You know what I mean?
Go
But
get yourself a bun.
I will agree. Authentic tacos are better. I have one place by me. I'm sure they might not be like the most authentic, but they're the most authentic that I have here, and it's honestly 100 times better than anything you'll find in an Americanized Taco Bell. I feel like homemade is always gonna be better than Taco Bell trying to act like Mexican food Americanized. Like it's not possible.
That's true. I mean, homemade, if you guys had homemade like just my mother cooking, fuck, that shit's delicious.
Yeah, I have.
All right,
Yeah,
anyone I'm
they're
coming
very,
over.
very
I
good.
want that cooking.
Hey, come over.
Please, please, I would love it as well.
All right, so down below we can drop link to my PayPal. Send me a ticket so I can go to California. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Don't do that.
No, please don't. You-
Just do it. Just have her flight to me. It's okay. I'll make you food. Don't worry.
All right, so make sure you have enough money to two plane tickets so that you have one for me and one for you. I might be in a different seat, but we'll still get both the food. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Was there any other hot takes that either of you had?
Bananas.
Ew. No.
I
Yes.
l- I love bananas. My wife hates bananas because of the texture. She likes the flavor, but she doesn't like them because of the texture. I
Oh.
I will fuck up a good banana, bro.
I
You
will
know
Like,
fuck
what?
up a banana with a cup of milk.
oh, oh God, never mind.
All right. You know what? I newly love your wife. Okay, she is correct. The texture is terrible, and I actually have. You think it's so weird for me to say, but I've actually had a bad experience with the banana.
Please, I would love for you to elaborate on that statement.
Okay. So for my dad's birthday, he wanted a banana cream pie. All right.
Mm.
And so we got him the banana cream pie without telling him. And my mom left it on the counter.
Oh.
And so instead of putting it in the fridge like you're supposed to, it was just on the counter for like half of a day.
Ugh.
and we
Ugh.
didn't think it looked good, but we want to give it a shot. So I decided to be the guinea pig, and I took a bite of that, and I have, you can imagine what happened after that. But ever since then, I can't do bananas, banana flavoring, banana taffy, anything like that. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do anything banana whatsoever. It disgusts me.
See, that makes sense though. You had a bad experience with a
Right.
banana, so that makes sense. That's like if you ate at a restaurant and you got food poisoning, you will probably never eat there again, you
Right.
know.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, okay, I
No, it's
I'll give
valid.
you that.
It's valid.
I'll give you that. But I can understand not liking the texture either.
Right. Like when they get the brown spots, like the bruises, and then like the strings. Like, oh no, oh I can't. Oh, I can't think about it.
I just eat it, dude. That
No.
okay, hold on, rewind. I grew up poor, so I could never like throw away food. I could never like make faces to food or be picky. So maybe that's why I'm like used to it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It tastes normal to me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Because like I understand like my tiny ones, they don't like the brown spots. They don't like the strings, so they cut it off, you know? So it's
Yeah.
Yes.
understandable.
When I
I'll
used
eat
to eat
the
bananas, I had to have them that way too. Like strings pulled off, bruises cut out.
Yeah, I'll eat the brown spots. I mean, I'm not opposed to it unless like it starting to like fully turn brown. My roommate loves brown bananas, like hella brown bananas, because she, I mean, makes banana bread with them. But I usually throw those things in the trash.
Oh, I can't do that either. Banana bread. Oh, I can't do that.
Oh, I
Ooh,
love
I
banana bread
I love banana bread too.
with like a nice cup of coffee. Fuck,
Mm,
that shit smacks, dude.
Ooh, new hot take for you. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
coffee.
Oh, okay. Not a hot take. Never mind.
I love tea. I love tea. Tea is one of my favorite drinks ever. But like, if I'm waking up in the morning, I'm not choosing a cup of tea. I'm having a cup of
Yeah,
coffee. You know what I mean? But like, if it's midday or nighttime, I'll drink tea. I love tea.
I don't.
Not at all.
I'll drink it when I'm sick, but other than that, no.
Like, I love black tea. Like, Earl Grey is my favorite, and I like
Ugh,
some green teas as well with
ugh.
honey. I can't just drink them by themselves. They have to be like sweetened in some way. But
Oh,
no,
okay.
I like tea for sure.
Honestly, it might sound like a weird combo, but I don't know. Like, I don't remember the brand that we get, but it's like this mint tea,
Mhm.
and when I mix like honey in the hot water, especially like if I'm not feeling well, my throat's hurting, and mixing up that honey with that mint too is like really good because it kind of cuts down on that mint flavor a little bit, but it still is like it's so good.
Mm.
I'll make you a deal, Sarah. I'll make you some tea when I see
Okay.
you.
Got to make it real good. Change your mind.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh my
change my
god, like the
mind.
hot toddy. Then you get like the honey and the cinnamon and the alcohol. All right, you'll like it.
Hot toddies are bomb, bro.
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
that's an
I
unpopular opinion.
no, I think they are too. I enjoy them.
Okay, here's another one. What is your favorite alcohol? Shoot.
Ooh, I think automatically off the list for me is Fireball.
Oh, gross.
I think the cinnamon flavor is just like so like strong for me. I had it once, like I drank it like all night once, and the cinnamon flavor just like it turns me away now.
Yeah, you have too much of one thing, dude. That's how I am with.
Exactly.
I might ruin some lives here, but UV blue, if that rings any bells to anyone,
Mhm.
um, that I had that
Oh,
way
okay.
too much growing up. I say growing up as if I drank it when I was 5. When I started drinking alcohol, that was one of the first things that I was drinking. Would drink it like every weekend. I would get sick every time, and now when I look at it, it like I get physically ill.
Oh.
My favorite alcohol though, um, Screwball peanut butter whiskey. I think
Ooh,
has to stand as my favorite
yes.
alcohol.
Yes. I totally agree. It's so good. We my dad and I actually came up with like a peanut butter jammer drink, and we mixed screwball with grape liqueur. It is
Oh
so good.
yes, I've
It
done that as
literally
well.
is just like a liquid peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Wow,
But
that
I would
sounds good.
say
I've never had that.
I'll make it for you. So I gotta make you tea and this peanut butter jammer. I got you. But I
So
think if
uh-huh.
no, go ahead.
For me, I'm gonna say probably tequila.
Okay.
Tequila and tacos. Sorry.
Like, don't get me wrong, when I started drinking, I was a big Jaeger fan. Like all I
Okay.
drank was Jaeger, Jaeger, Jaeger. And now I just can't. Like it just makes me want to vomit.
I drank Jaeger a lot also. I have gotten sick multiple times because of that. Yeah, and I can't touch that stuff either now. I'm also a really big seltzer bitch. Like I love seltzers. I could drink those no problem. And here's maybe another hot take. I love beer. Beer is one of my favorite alcoholic beverages. Um, Kaylee, do you drink? You like beer?
Okay, I'll agree with the seltzer. I fizzy or not fizzy, perfectly fine. I can once in a while do a beer, but I feel like it depends on the weather and what I've eaten. Because
Hmm.
otherwise, I feel like if you're drinking on an empty stomach, it's like really hot. Like the beer gets really hot and it just kind of sits in your stomach, and I don't like that feeling of it just like kind of sitting there. Like when I went to Mexico, the first night there, they only had beer because they didn't have enough people to make the cocktails, and I had to stop after one because down there it was just so hot, and after jet lag and everything, I was like, oh, it depends. So it depends. But like if you're coming to Christmas time, we actually found this rum chata. It's called peppermint bark rum chata, and it's actually really really good. And that's probably one of my favorite like holiday alcohols.
Nice. I'm a really big fan of peppermint vodka too.
Never had it.
I have to change that. It's on the shelf all year round. We should have you try that. It's pretty good.
Ooh, and then like kind of
Okay.
coming up into like the fall weather of doing like caramel apple vodka as well, mixing it
Yes.
with like cider or something.
I love fall alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
I want to
Sarah,
try
what do you
that
think?
tamarind one
Yeah,
because
I
it
do
looks
too.
good. It looks so good with like I think chamoy and like tahine and stuff.
Hmm.
I would definitely be open to that.
Ooh, so it sounds like I'll be making you a tea and a little alcoholic drink, and then you'll be making me that drink.
Sounds like a good plan.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, if we don't have any other hot takes, I guess we can go ahead and wrap up this episode.
Yeah, I think that was a good list. Sarah, you want to lead us in?
Thank you for taking the time to listen to today's episode. We hope that you enjoyed it.
The links to all of our socials will be down in the description so you can keep up with any updates and when we'll post future episodes.
We also want to give a huge shout out to our editor, Dreamcitadel. All of his socials and links will be down in the description as well. Please go check him out.
Until next time, see ya.